Hi, boys and girls. My name is Robert Spencer, and I am a scholar of Islam. Today, I am going to read an excerpt from my excellent new book, The Critical Qur'an. I highly recommend that you all buy it and give me your money. I am promoting this book as the first Qur'an ever to provide information about variant readings. Even though that is not accurate, but you gotta sell products with inaccurate info sometimes. Anyway, let's begin by reading an excerpt from the chapter on Surah 27, the ant. Islamic tradition designates this as another Meccan surah, and another indication of the fluidity of the Quranic text. A hadith credits several of Muhammad's companions, Al-Shabal, Abu Malik, Qatada, and Thabit ibn Umara. Excuse me. Wait, what did you just say? Al-Shabal? Who is that? Yes, who is that? Robert Spencer's book mentions an alleged companion of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ named Al-Shabal, with an L. Spoiler alert, there is no such person. So okay, maybe it was just a typo. It happens sometimes, even with the best of scholars. And yes, it is a typo, but one that Spencer blindly copied from whatever website he was using, maybe Sunnah.com. In the English translation, there is indeed a mistake on Sunnah.com. I also checked other websites and they also have the same mistake. They all incorrectly mention the name as Al-Shabal with an L. This is not unusual, as the English translation oftentimes has mistakes on this and other websites. The problem is that Spencer, if he was truly a meticulous scholar, would not have made this mistake. Just by reading the Arabic, we can see that the name of the alleged companion is not Al-Shabal, but rather Al-Shabi, with an I. There is no lam in the Arabic. Of course, Spencer can't read Arabic, even a little, it seems. So it's strange when he literally has his name in Arabic on his Twitter handle, as if he's trying to show that he can read Arabic. Oh, and by the way, the hadith Spencer cited is identified on the same website as a mursal hadith. Most likely, Spencer doesn't know what this means. If he did, he would not have made the additional mistake of referring to Al-Shabi and the others as, quote, companions of the Prophet ﷺ. That is because a mursal hadith is one in which the isnad is missing the companion. So Al-Shabi et al. Were not companions. They were from later generations, such as the successors, i.e. Tabi'in. Also, the hadith in question was graded as weak by Sheikh Al-Albani. Spencer conveniently forgot to mention this in his book. So Spencer made several mistakes in this one sentence. Move over, Imam Murrah. Take a seat, Jalaluddin Al-Tabari. There's a new player in town. Say hello to Al-Shabal. Pay him your respects. On a serious note, if these mistakes had been the only ones in Spencer's book, we could probably let them go. Of course, it was not his fault that Sunnah.com, or whatever website he used, has a typo in the English, even though a careful scholar would most likely have not made that mistake, especially by just checking the Arabic. But the problem is that Spencer's book is full of mistakes, which we would expect from a biased polemicist who masquerades as a scholar but doesn't actually know the subject that he is claiming to be a scholar about. For more examples of these mistakes, see my blog for a short review of Spencer's book by brother Muhammad Al-Firas, There is a link in the description to the article. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا